Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the US player, we have S1mple. Spawning on the other US player, we have Phil. Spawning as the Veramok player, we have Siggi. And spawning as the Veramok player, we have Mr.Paul. I think he said something about you already, no armor. Okay. So I think one person's going for infantry, one person's going for armor. Though, not exactly sure. They're trying to formulate a plan. We do, of course, have two barracks openers, no support weapons center opener. Veramok quarters, of course, that's pretty standard. And it looks like they're going to just try and play a little bit defensively. Pioneers capturing that munitions point, so he's skipping the cutoff point there, going straight for the missions point there. And it looks like this Veramok player is actually eyeing towards the middle of the map. He's not eyeing to apply any aggression down south just yet. US engineers doing the little split move there. Looks like he noticed it.
Engineers, saddle up!
And it looks like the Pioneers do find it. He's starting to gun down that model there. If you lose that model, he's starting to capture up there and teleports the rest of his squad. Though I think the Pioneers should be able to win out. They got a lot of free damage there, though they're splitting the fire, not hitting that same model over and over again, and now the Volksgrenadier are advancing forward. Rifleman squad advancing forward, getting some good hits there, and now the Engineer squad does fall back. Pioneer likely get overran as well. Pioneer does fall back. Riflemen have full health. Volksgrenadiers have full health. Now, do you have a long-range engagement there, though none of the models are dancing out of cover. It looks like it's relatively even right now. Up north, we do have the Pioneers and Engineers engage each other. Long old enemies. And Rifleman squad's coming in over here to support as well. Pioneers didn't take a whole lot of damage there, so the Engineers really got hit. They could take time to capture the munitions point, and then, as was this point here, and then fall back. Those are going a little bit safe with them. M242 has been deployed now. Does find a burst on the Rifleman. Does not get suppression. Over here, we do have a Jeep pushing way forward. MG42 has been deployed out as well. And the Volksgrenadiers are not going to... Oh, I thought the Jeep didn't get a good flanking hit there. I thought he was going to try to flank the MG42, but does not. Does lose that bit of his windshield. Jim Vog is advancing forward. We do have this Rifleman squad just behind some light cover, not the heavy cover. And Shimvagen will find the Rifleman squad now.
Enemy unit down.
Enemy unit down. Guessing a Pioneer may have been wiped out. Another Pioneer squad gets forced on back. MG42 does find some good suppression there on the Rifleman now. We've got this Rifleman squad trying to flank the MG42 and does get some damage there on the Shimvagen. Shimvagen is also going to continue to hit that Rifleman squad. MG42 has rotated around, and Rifleman's going to back off and go for the fuel point. Over here, oh, it was actually the MG42 that may have been, no, that's still the MG models there. I thought those was recruited by the Volksgrenadiers, but I was mistaken. We now have a bunker being deployed out. I think that's going to be a casualty recovery bunker. And now we got the Rifleman here receiving quite a bit of fire. Of course, the heavy cover will prevent it from being suppressed, but still just a bit too much fire. Engineers captured the strategic point there. Now got the two Volksgrenadiers eyeing the middle of the map. Engineers heading for this munitions point here. And up north, we do have... Looks like the Rifleman squad did get suppressed and overran. Both Rifleman squads are now falling on back. And this Rifleman squad, as they capture the fuel point, not trying to fully capture it, won't be in supply. And this Rifleman squad is sort of just backing on off a little bit. Engineers capturing the munitions point now. And of course, got the Pioneers also eyeing for some landmines that may be spotted. Rifleman squad engaging the Volksgrenadier at long range, but the Volksgrenadier on light cover, and the Rifleman has in front of the heavy cover. MG42 does find suppression there on the Rifleman. And of course have the Volksgrenadiers gain some good damage there on the Rifleman. MG42 is received quite a bit of fire there. Casualty recovery medic advancing forward does pick up a Volksgrenadier model now. Now we've got this engineer advancing forward over there. Schimmelwagen advancing forward. Do have the Pioneers as well as the MG42 as well as a Volksgrenadier advancing forward. Over here, Rifleman Squad does find MG42. Looks like he's gone for 2 MG42 and maybe over on the Rifleman Squad, but the Rifleman Squad is dancing around quite a bit. He could actually stay there and suppress them because the models were everywhere. Right, a landmine detonation right there. And the U.S. Engineer Squad may get wiped out, does get wiped out there by the defense crew of the MG42. Rifleman Squad does get suppressed there by the MG42, and that Rifleman Squad could potentially be wiped. Sort of hung out the dry behind heavy cover, but has no health remaining. Fires another burst and does get a full wipe there. Rifleman and Engineer Squad advancing forward does find another squad of Riflemen as well. That is a U.S. landmine. Medic charging ways forward, trying to grab this casualty there. And now we've got the MG42 receiving quite a bit of fire there. With the heavy cover there, I think the MG42 will get wiped out. MG42 here, trying to suppress these forces. Engineers won't be able to get too much work done. A lot of forces here. And the MG42 does get wiped out. Schimmelwagen on the high ground. He could try to rush forward the Rifleman to capture that MG42. Maybe worth it. Rifleman Squad does find a flank on this MG42, but this MG42 does find suppression. Another casualty has been claimed. That is a downed engineer model there. The Rifleman Squad still maintains suppression. These Rifleman Squads is heavy cover, still behind heavy cover there. Does capture the MG42 with the Volksgrenadiers, and another casualty being reclaimed. That will be up to 3, and this medic's going on forward, trying to find casualty number 4. Jeep inside a crater. Flame engineers in the region. U.S. sniper deployed enough field. Usually Wehrmacht snipers come out first. And now we do have one of the players gone for a supply yard as well. Both these Rifleman Squad does receive a bit of suppression there. Sniper does find a hit there on the MG42. These Rifleman Squads are so wounded. They need a triage center sooner rather than later. Rifleman Squad does get suppressed by the MG42 as the MG42 does back on off. And got the Volksgrenadiers perhaps going to try and engage at close range. Up north, we've got a Wehrmacht sniper. 1 kill has been...
Enemy unit down.
Oh! That sniper got so lucky that Schimmelwagen ate that landmine. I don't know why. I see snipers get killed off by landmines way too often. I don't know why. But that sniper got very lucky. I think he's happy that the Schimmelwagen ate the landmine as opposed to the sniper. Volksgrenadiers trying to flank the engineers are very wounded.
Grenades have arrived.
Oh, one of the US players gone for grenades now. Wehrmacht sniper, 0 kills. If there's my philosophy is, if it's not the first sniper in the field, its first kill should be a sniper. Keep it camouflage and wait and kill off your opponent's sniper. It will pay off in the long run. Usually at this point in time, your opponent's snipers are dancing around, not camouflage, make it easy pickings. Fresh motor pool deployed out on the field.
Enemy unit down.
Ooh. What was that a Volksgrenadier that got wiped out there? Oh, was that Volksgrenadier may have been wiped out by a pair of sniper shots? One of the US snipers are already at Veteran C1, getting 8 kills. Over here, we've got the Rifleman Squad trying to pursue the Schimmelwagen. MG42 pushes the way forward, does find a good burst there on the Rifleman, suppressing them. Sniper is making some good hits there on the MG42. Rifleman Squad's advancing forward. And the Rifleman Squad has received quite a bit of fire. MG42 now also trying to find burst there. Flamer engineers advancing forward, forcing back the Volksgrenadier. Grenade has been thrown on the Volksgrenadier, but largely unsuccessful. He may have got one of his own engineer models there. And those
Germans are
riflemen and
seeking
engineers do
territory.
fall back
Opposition
now.
units in. Troops can now make sticky bombs.
Let's see, gone for some sticky bombs now. It also has a motor pool. Hasn't deployed out anything just yet. A Greyhound would not hurt. Rifleman squad now receiving some suppression there by the MG42. And the Rifleman squad is now fully withdrawing. Good shots there onto the Grenadiers.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Rifleman advancing forward, trying to get some good hits there on the Schimwagen. You now have the 251 advancing forward at close range, trying to overrun this engineer. The engineer does get suppressed there from the half track. He does destroy the heavy cover there as well. This rifleman still behind some heavy cover as well. The other US player has gotten sticky bombs out. Not sure about this player just yet. He does get suppressed, destroys the Schimwagen.
New recruits in, we're back to full strength.
Lots of rifleman squads advancing forward. We do now have something deployed out over here. Let's switch over to each player. I see no doctrine selected just yet. We do got infantry doctrine and sticky bombs. For Wehrmacht player number 1, still has 3 command points, so unlikely to select the doctrine just yet. And we do have defensive as well. Suppressing all these forces as well. US sniper to be included. Wehrmacht sniper set up a good position, 0 kills. He's trying to go for a sniper shot there. And he was starting moving away at the last moment. He's trying to back away from those riflemen. They are getting suppressed thanks to this MG42. We've got 2 snipers here. He can advance a bit closer. They're both suppressed, being revealed occasionally. This Volksgrenadier squad does receive a shot there. Try to go for a sniper shot there, placing the wrong angle. Fires a shot on the random squad and does not get a sniper kill there. Yeah, that was a Garen. Point out that's a sniper there. The Jeep that could spot the sniper. Charge on forward does spot the sniper that gets picked off by the US sniper. Since they were facing the sniper there, is able to hit a quick draw to kill them off. And now we do have battle phase for the defensive player. Usually it's not common to see light vehicle play from somebody who's going for defensive or Vet 3 Flak 88s, but that's not the case this time. For the other player, still an undoctrined selection. I don't know about the battle phase either. All these forces are getting pinned down by these MG42s. There's been a lot of MG42s out in the field. Looks like the Jeep will be overrun. And now we do have assault phase now being researched. So his opponent got battle, or his teammate got battle phase, but he got assault phase. Doesn't really matter all too much. Sometimes you got a plan in mind. It also has a grenade warfare. Over here, there's a lot of infrastructure there. None of it's really heavy stuff. Over here, no offhand power shoots. Raining on in right there. Siggi has connected, trying to go for the sniper. Snipers are running away. If he takes a damaged engine, he will unlikely overrun those snipers. Does not get that rifleman either. Offhand power shoot may have 2 more rounds. Nope, does way off there. Casualty being recovered. And these forces are going to try to overrun that MG42. Volksgrenadier is here as well. He does have grenade research. Grenade is thrown. That may wipe out that MG42. Does wipe out the MG42. Volksgrenadiers have 3 models there. He could sacrifice the entire squad to get the MG42. There's also a Wehrmacht landmine there. Maybe a good idea to sacrifice your engineers. Sure, you lose a minesweeper, but maybe a good idea to make sure that MG42 does not get claimed. This US player has a massive reserve of manpower as well. You have a Greyhound advancing forward, armor skirt, and 50 cal has been researched. And 251 half track is almost down. Pack 38 apparently may have been spotted and pinged. Does roll a miss there on the 251 half track. Pack 38 is right there, and does get a kill there on the 251 half track. I think that squad that was inside of it was fully wiped out as well if it was not, it was garrison up of anything. But it's on the armor car, and the armor car just may need to fall back entirely. Has fires main gun destroyed, not the engine, so it can still drive away to safety. Did not roll a death crit. Marksman squad gets pressed there, avoids the landmine. May find the landmine. I'm so surprised he didn't find the... There we go, found the landmine, and blows up the Volksgrenadiers with that landmine. Riflemen or Grenadiers almost got killed there with the snipers, but they were unsuccessful. Massive reserve of manpower. He may be sitting up for a bunch of M2s. Grenade thrown by the Grenadiers. Gets small splash damage. Asking his teammate to go for tanks. Let's see. That will be the person's not gone for
Artillery
infantry.
support is now available.
Now his M2 is available. So he'll likely go for armor. Greyhound being repaired.
Standing by.
Over here, we do got the Panzer Command now being deployed. Over here, we also have the Panzer Command deploying something out. It is a fresh Panther. No veterancy on the Panther just yet. They may be eyeing a bit of a Panther spam. Well, I think I'll go with Knights Cross Holders as well. Right now, this player who's got the Panther out has veterancy 1 infantry. His teammate does have veterancy 1 support weapons and veterancy 1 infantry as well, so we may not see a bunch of Knights Cross Holders at the moment, at least. They may go for them later. Snipers may find a Panther. At least they will find them camouflaged. And he may line up a shot there on that Pioneer. A quick 1-2 shot. Nope, he goes for a 1-2 shot there on the MG42, packing on up or sitting on up. Sticky bomb being thrown. Nope, sticky bomb doesn't get thrown. Does take out the MG42 there. And now there goes the Pioneer. Is there a third sniper? Or was that a follow-up shots from the rifleman taking out the MG42? We have a Wehrmacht landmine here. Rifleman squad trying to secure that MG42. Maybe not. Off-on power shoot raining on in back here, trying to claim the Pack 38. Oh no, there's an on-map M2 howitzers. Pack 38 does roll bounce, or M180 gun rolls bounce there onto the Panther. Sticky bomb being thrown, good pen there. And the US player does find a landmine right there. US player found another landmine there. Grenadiers throw a grenade, that could be very deadly. One model remaining, that could be gunned down. And it does not get gunned down. His teammate has... They have the same command points here, and in fact a little bit less. He may have actually selected Doctrine. He could have gone for Terror, for Zeal. That's the only thing I think off the top of my head that could not... I think he may have gone for Terror and gotten Zeal, but I could be mistaken about that. Rifleman squad does suppress. Gets suppressed. Over here, plenty of manpower, enough munitions for another off-map power shoot there. Wait, did he just detonate the landmine there and not lose a sniper? Knights Cross Holders have been deployed on out. And does find a landmine there with his engineers. This US player has no visible doctrine just yet. He may have one selected at this moment in time. Knights Cross Holders, that's his teammate's landmine. We got 2 Greyhounds out on the field, 1 for each player. And medics claiming some more and more casualties there. This could be a fresh Grenadier, though this may be the fresh Grenadier. Fresh Panzer IV deployed on the field, very nice. And it looks like that engineer squad fully gets wiped out by that landmine. Greyhounds advancing forward, Knights Cross Holders will get fully wiped there by the Flamer Engineers. Rifleman squad does get forced on back. And now we do have the Hellcat and Greyhound trying to engage the MP40 Volkster. We may see a Panzerfaust onto the Hellcat. Panzer IV and Hellcat now engaging each other, getting some good damage. Relatively equal fight. Hellcat finds another hit there, and that landmine gets detonated by a mortar, I believe. And that is a firestorm, so he has gone for Terror Doctrine. AT gun does get wiped out. These forces does get suppressed there. It does find the Wehrmacht sniper. Did not detonate that landmine to blow up the sniper either. That could have been a possibility. Panthers advance forward, a little bit wounded. Greyhound does get a nice hit there onto the M342, trying to dissuade it from being alive. And does get a damage unit crit there from the mortar. Nope. I hear M2 barrages. Trying to land over here. He's trying to hit the casualty recovery bunker. Oh, it's raining far wherever it's going.
Enemy unit
Oh.
down.
Did I just take out AT gun? Yep, that's a dead AT gun there and dead repair engineers.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Ooh, this Panther has or Panzer IV has a fully destroyed engine. Panther's now fully repaired. These actually deployed out by the same player. His teammate is the ones who deployed the Knights Cross Holders. Does have veterans to 2 Knights Cross Holders. Hasn't deployed any armored asset himself. Grenadiers do fall back away from these forces, just getting a little bit overran. Now we do have these Grenadiers advancing forward as well. Riflemen receive some fire from them. Snipers going to dissuade that Grenadier from being in the region. Now we're seeing a couple hits there as well, and now we have a Flak 88 being deployed on out. There's plenty of armor for that Flak 88 to shoot, so it's going to be very good. Plus, deny the usage of these AT guns, because Flak 88s probably do better versus AT guns than versus tanks, honestly. M2 howitzer raining on in. Flak 88 has been completed, and then at least has been spotted by that artillery. Flak 88 does get a direct hit there on the AT gun. As packed on up, we'll need to use engineers to get that repaired on up. MP40 volts and Knights Crossroads advance forward. MP42 does get some good suppression in that region, and the Volt Grenadier squad does fall back. Put it there onto the rifleman. And a grenade was thrown on top of Knights Crossroads. Knights Crossroads was really wounded. They may not be able to skip out of there. Most of the riflemen are getting flinched around thanks to all the tank shots and the Flak 88 shot. First Hellcat has been blown out. Rifleman does get suppressed and pinned thanks to landmine and the MG42. Now we've got some more howitzer rounds raining on in. Is that on map or off map? That is on map. Henceforth, at least has been repaired up enough to not have a damaged engine crit or destroyed engine crit. Grenadiers do throw a stick grenade. Does get one model there and guns down another. There's another stick grenade there as well. And also we're now being employed on the field. With the amount of vehicles he has in the field, he needs to get veterans to see those tanks. This US player I still have selected has not chosen at least a doctrine that's visible to us at the moment. He has a pretty good reserve munitions as well, so any doctrine that has could be a possibility. Munitions comes only 37, which is a decent amount. Nothing crazy, but nothing like in terms of a drought. You can make that munitions rain. Now they see a bit of not three of a kind, but straight of tanks being deployed on out. They pointed out another sniper's been deployed on the field. Let's take a look and see which player has deployed out. Right here, camouflage or retreating back, not camouflage. A couple of Wehrmacht, lots of Wehrmacht landmines deployed out right there. Now he's finally got Veteran C1 tanks as well. Looks like a repair pioneers or a full pioneer squad just got wiped out.
Here's your command, mein Kommandant.
Oh, we do have Rangers available, which of course he's already gone down the M2 line, so that's of course he will eventually get that. And now we do have armor to doctrine selected. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4 Hellcats. M2 is now raining on in. Generally hitting this region traps trying to eye for these bunkers. So we do have now fresh Grenadier deployed out on the field. Black 88 does find some hits there. S1mple getting some good damage onto these riflemen, though mostly missing after I say that. And that Wehrmacht landmine does not get detonated there. As Black 88 has no levels of efficiency. And, whoa, we got an MG42 on the Grenadiers. That's actually pretty rare to see. Good damage there onto that flamer engineer. Does fully wiped out. The rifleman squad does find a landmine there. Do have a bunker being put out there.
We've destroyed an 88 site.
That could be for a repair bunker. Don't think it's going to be for a casual recovery bunker, but it is a possibility as well. Hellcats are advancing forward. Panzer IV getting overran. Black 88 has been decrewed, so that is not a possibility. You may want to go for a Panzer Mouse. Allied War Machine has been activated. Panther getting overran as well. One Hellcat has its main gun destroyed. May want to push it forward and let it die. Panzer IV trying to be repaired on up. His Panther not firing, so he needs to get that Panther firing. Maybe he's just trying to hold his fire to let these guys get softened up so he can kill them off without Allied War Machine activated. Allied War Machines should be almost down as well. Multiple of these fires shot there out of control and does not get it recovered.
Taking casualties.
So he lost a permanent one there, and none of them freely recovered. Does get a good hit there onto the Hellcat retreating back. Does lose the Panzer IV in return. The carcass can be recovered, or not recovered, salvaged. No one's Panzer Elite. And we do have a damaged engine crit now on that Panther. MP40 volts needs great damage there. There goes the AT gun, or to the Panther to the AT gun there. No Flak 80 shots there, but does decrew the Flak 80 with the snipers. And the Captain 4-2 does suppress down that Volk's Grenadiers. I think he may be trying to force fire the ground, try to kill off that AT gun there, but he could be trying to destroy the Panther carcass to deny the salvage.
Unit down.
Oh, something died right there. And 4-2 does get wiped out as well. A lot of good kills with that howitzer, mostly hitting repair crews, I believe. Vet 2, nice crossorders charging forward, trying to overrun those snipers. Panzer squad does fall back. Yep. We got a Greyhound and a Vet 2 AT gun. Greyhound does get a good hit there onto the Knights Cross Soldiers. Snipers line up shot there, trying to get some damage onto those Knights Cross Soldier. One model does drop there. Rifle squad gets good damage as well. And that Knights Cross Soldier does fall back now. Does get wiped out there. I just realized something as well. These snipers have not 3 levels of efficiency. One of them had 3 levels of efficiency earlier. Then, oh, V1 here. Onto the AT gun? Or a howitzer? Ooh! Gets one M2 and 2 snipers. That was a pretty good V1. Good grenade there, getting 3 models of that Grenadier. MP40 Volks advancing forward, trying to dissuade those riflemen from being in the region. Rifleman does get a good grenade as well. Volks Grenadier squad does fall back. We still have S1mple out in the field. Let's take a look at each player's compositions and resources. Allied War Machine player, Allied Armor, got 3 M10 still alive, good number of riflemen, no bars. And wait. And he also has an M2. Okay. Not sure how he got an M2, but he has an M2 as well as armor. Just mass M10s, or Hellcats. But either way, we do have the armor player having a very good variety of forces. The infantry player has 1 M2, Veteran C2, Greyhound, Rifleman, Captain 42, a lot of engineers, but it's just a mixed force in general. And has 2 fresh snipers.
I hunt alone.
And now level 1 production. For the pterodactyl player, has a mixed force here, but nothing too substantial. AT guns are nice versus the potential of a lot of M10s. Sniper does miss that landmine. And do have this Wehrmacht sniper advancing forward. Oh! I swear, there's going to be another landmine hit by a sniper. They do spot each other there. They do spot each other there. And who's going to get control first? The US sniper did. US sniper goes down to the M2. And the rifleman hit the landmine. That's... I don't know why. Snipers, landmines, and snipers tend to die in the most stupid ways. Either way, we do have now a fresh Panther on the field. And for the defensive player who has the Panther and also efficiency 1 for his tanks, no additional efficiency on the way. Does have a 3 Grenadiers, so he's the one who has a casual recovery bunker, and a Flak 88 Pioneer, just a small mixed force with a bit of armor. You have this landmine being swept by the engineers, but he may not realize he swept them. Fragment and Grenadiers, Volks Grenadiers advancing forward. You can see a stick grenade there from the Grenadiers. It's probably a good time for a stick grenade, as well as some riflemen throwing their own frag grenades. We got Hellcats and a Greyhound lying on up. Pioneers or Engineers falling back. There may have been a grenade there, because see a bunch of carcasses there and explosion markers, so the Grenadiers did get a nice grenade off. And now Panther's going a bit too far forward, does take out that Hellcat, does use Allied War Machine. Somehow, Allied War Machine did not affect all the Hellcats? That does not make any sense to me. So there may be a bugged out Allied War Machine there. Now we've got close to the 28cm rocket barrage annihilates the M2 howitzer, and I had that selected, so now there's a permanent reticle. Does get the fresh Hellcat from the one Allied War Machine, and these rifleman squads do fall back. And on a side note as well, Allied War Machine does not affect the M2. I know that the global repairs can affect AT guns. I sort of wonder if they ever affected the M2s. But in this case, no. It'd be really, really stupid if it did. Credits there onto the MG42. Panzer IV still affects Super 1, so does not have access to Pinto Mount. Greyhound does receive a hit there from the Panzer IV. And the LMG42 will go ahead and potentially throw a frag grenade and wipe it out with a frag grenade and not gunning it down. Greyhound will be backing off, so getting some good damage there on the Grenadier. The Rifleman squad is going to try and overrun the Grenadier now. As far as going to fire with impunity, no AT gun in this region. Speaking of which, there's a Vet 3 AT gun in the region. And does roll a miss there. Black 8 still up and going, so can perhaps annihilate that AT gun. Another Panzer IV deployed out by his teammate now, so there's now 2 Panzer IVs. Rifleman squad advancing forward, maybe I'll have to get a sticky bomb. Grenadier, it's not exactly fresh, does have a Panzer Shrek, but 0 kills at the moment. MP40 Volks advancing forward. There is a not completed landmine by the Wehrmacht player, the one that we have currently selected. Up here, Hellcats are charging forward. We got the Panzer IV being overran. Pack 38 set out up. There's also a landmine potentially right here. Panzer IV does go down. These Hellcats are getting knocked around a little bit. Does take out one of the Hellcats there. Offhand power shoots raining on in. Maybe he'll find one more shot. Nope, he does not find a shot in time, as the ragdoll of one of the models there really doesn't want to leave that Hellcat. Back 38 does fully get destroyed off there. Right here, looks like MP40 Volks We'll get fully wiped out there. Now veteran CO2 riflemen. And there's those are US landmines right there. Panzer squad advancing forward, maybe trying to eye for some N2s, maybe trying to eye for some Hellcats. And the base MG does get suppression there. Good, it's onto that grenadier. Snipers sort of backing on off. And now we've got artillery barrage into this region. Oswin does receive a hit there, does take out the MG42, the Passion 1, fully destroying it. And now the Grenadier squad is falling back. Oswin has a bit of a number of targets in front of him. Sniper is still camouflaged. And he may have lost up, he'd kept that unit alive. The Flak 88 does get decrewed again. And now looks like the Oswin will go down to a sticky bomb. Destroyed engine crit there, so it's not fully dead yet. Currently repaired up by the base MGs, might as well stand there and get repaired. It does actually get that Flak 88 recrewed. And mostly he's falling back. Does he not have enough munitions for a sticky bomb? Oh yeah, plenty. And the engine crit has been repaired on the Oswin. Panzer 4 receives some hits there. Flak 88 gets a good hit as well. Panzer 4 lines up a shot. And the Oswin goes down to the AT gun. Flak M10 or Hellcat goes down to the Flak 88. And the Panzer 4 now seeing lots of fire there. That 3 AT gun fires a shot there on the Panzer 4. Rolls a bounce. And the Flak 88 will perhaps counterattack. Annihilate that gun. Oh, the gun does fully go down there as well. Wait, why is an M2 right there? That's far too close. I wonder if that's in range of the Flak 88. Wait, now there's a V1 rocket strike. I think on this one here, it will annihilate it, no problem. The Hellcat make it splash as well. Oh, got direct hit. Hellcat's turning forward, trying to get that. Panzer 4 does go to the Panzer 4. Flak 8 lining shots on this one here. Pack 30 on the rear there. Flak 8 does go down, does take out one of the M10s. Does do ally global repairs. Got a good hit there. And thanks to the global repairs, these M10s will escape on out of there. A lot of Pentrix loaded on up with these Grenadiers. There's currently 2 Hellcats remaining for the armor player. Does have a couple more. So all of the Forest Rifleman does get bar research. Greyhound still up and going for both players as well. Trying to pursue these Hellcats. And it looks like one of these Grenadier squads need to fall back. May just want to take time to shoot that Greyhound first. Gets a shot there onto that French there. And, oh, and there's looks like a 28 centimeter rocket barrage. Does take out the other M2 now. Now we've got a wave of M10s being deployed out by the infantry player. Does he have tank people, or was that from off-map combat group? That was actually from off-map combat group. I think he just got 2 M10s from single off-map combat group. Yep, he just got 2 M10s from a single off-map combat group. One of them immediately goes down. Hellcat's fades forward, trying to get some shots there onto the observation post. We got a US mortar team here, probably from off-map combat group as well. Rush Flak 88 has deployed now. Line shot there onto the M10. Nope, it looks like maybe hitting something else entirely. Flak 88 does go down. And it looks like an off-map Howard shooting out being brought on in. No, that's registered artillery. Does get the captured Flak 88 decrewed.
Enemy unit down.
Rifleman squad now receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Grenadiers pick themselves up a bar. They also equipped with a Panzer Strike. Good frag grenade there. Rifleman squad does fall back now. Goes out, frag grenade down the full screen here. Another frag grenade completely whips there. Panther advances forward, gets a good hit there on the takes out the Greyhound. M10 Spire to go down as well. Pack should finish off, does finish off there. Flaming Engineers advancing forward, get some good damage there on the Grenadiers. Multiple squads of Grenadiers in this region. Rifleman squad throws off a frag grenade, it hits and throws it straight on the carcass, or the unmanned gun. Panther charging its way forward, trying to sway these forces from being in the region. Grenadiers advancing forward as well. Multiple sticky bombs have now connected us with the Panther. Does get a damage and a crit there, but we've got repair Pioneers trying to repair that crit up. Pioneers advance forward. MG42 trying to sway the Riflemen. And Flamer Pioneer gains some good damage there on the Rifleman. One of the Grenadiers may have gone down. Picked up a Crash Panzer, so likely it did go down. And all these Rifleman squads are advancing forward. May try to claim this Flak 88 to hit that Panther. MG42 getting some good hits there. More registered artillery rating on in, and the maximum spread there allows him to wipe out that crew of the Flak 88 once again. I wonder if that was on purpose. He placed it there for registered artillery, or it was a gamble and worked one time, they went for another gamble and worked the second time. Either way, Flak 88 has been recrewed. Oh. And now got the Flak 88 live shot. First shot will never come off because he received a stick bomb. Your sniper, 18 kills, got the Volks Grenadiers and Grenadier advance forward. Pershing deployed on out. Panther does a damage agent crit there. Gets a rear armor shot from the low ground. Pershing and Hellcat gain in close range. Panther with damage crit just needs to stand there and fight. Patrick does connect and make over some Panzer Faust as well. Let's recruit the MG42. The Pac-38 has been fully destroyed. And also the Panther will survive out the end. Hellcat now seems to fire there. No off. I'm not sure what he means by that. He needs to capture up the VP. Wait a second. I just realized something. Look at the VPs. Why is there 900 VPs? This must have been a custom match where they put 1,000 VP limit. Are they insane? No off. Oh, no off map ready. That's what it meant.
Casualties being reported.
Thanks. How did I miss the fact that the VPs were at 1,000 each? In fact, the Wehrmacht team still has nearly 1,000. Make more M10s. That's basically every armor player in a nutshell.
Sniper, take it in!
Nope. US sniper may have been spotted at one point in time. Maybe respotted relatively soon, doing a good job of avoiding all this stuff. Panther may accidentally crush him. And looks like snipers making us way up north. Engineers could go and Riflemen are eyeing for some more VPs. It definitely has quieted down quite a bit. Rifleman 9 to capture that point. You have, looks like here's somebody firing. By the way, the Panther's going to try to stop this Rifleman squad. Does stop the decapture at least. While those models are stacked on up, does get a sticky bomb off as well. Does get a damage into crit there. Looks like no Hellcats to capitalize on that. Flaming Pioneers does get wiped out. And the Rifleman squad will escape. And the Engineers will escape. The Sniper, still behind enemy lines, still camouflaged, and the Efficiency 3 makes it very, very agile. Let's go and take a look at each player's income, resources, and all that sort, as M2s are raining down, trying to hit that Panzer IV. Speaking of which, it looks like we do have a pair of M2s out in the field. For the US player, of course, not a lot of resources at the moment, plenty of fuel, but the armor player can burn through a lot of that. Has a decent munitions reserve. And does have, looks like 2 Hellcats, 1 Pershing, a handful of Riflemen, a handful of Engineers. Nice, good force. Infantry player has 3 Riflemen, 2 Engineers, a 3 Sniper, and 2 M2s. A lot of good support for his teammate. The Terror player can deploy a King Tiger, has a pair of Panthers, half track.
Half-track, over.
It is a Warframe half track. Fresh
Ready for a dip.
Shimvagen trying to hunt down that sniper. And it's going to make the wrong direction to find that sniper. And to see a bit of fire there. And he does have a couple of Volksgrenadiers, Pack 38, and now M2 or V1 raining on one of these M2s. This one or this one. This one could potentially more splash damage. Finds. Wait, those engineers there the entire time? Oh, either way, he does get the kill there on the M2. Allied War Machine has been activated. Looks like one of the Hellcats do go down. There's 2 Panthers. As with the Panzer IV, one of the Panthers severely wounded. Looks like both Hellcats went down. German tank maybe next. Red for artillery now raining on in. Do have damage to crit there on the Pershing, but he may not be able to sue the Pershing because the air rifleman can get a sticky bomb off. The fresh M10s have pushed his way forward. And do have some artillery raining on top of the Flak 88 now. Grenade Warfare trying to find a better position. Maybe behind this little bush line would be good. And for the defensive player to round off, will he just spend something expensive? Veteran C2 for his tanks. And right now he has 2 Panzer IVs, a Pioneer, Flak 88, and 2 Grenadiers. Not a whole lot of force, but the Veteran C2 will help out the Panzer IVs. Both players are getting a good amount of armor, so the M10 blob won't be as devastating if one player just want to get armor. The sniper does get spotted and does get killed off. That Shimvagen did its job and will probably immediately... Nope, that's his own landmine. Though if he gets too close to that rifle squad as he advanced hit that landmine, he could have been blown up. Both these players do find the landmine. The region contains continuous suppression there. Grenade Warfare eyeing close range hit there on this rifle squad. Grenade has been thrown on a Volksgrenadier. It's good damage onto them. The MP40 folks are getting some good work done as well. Vision 3 riflemen now. Grenade Warfare does get decrewed there. Pack 38 sees a sticky bomb. And here comes a Warfreman. And the sticky bomb does finish off that Pack 38. Very nice. Grenadiers have been. This one may have picked up the other Panzer track because there was one that did pick up the second Panzer track there. Panzer IVs who have the Pinto mounts now, which help out with damage output. Oh, sorry, I just saw your Rumble comment. It's a good game. Just give enough time, you can get better at it. Just have to have one of the matchups most of the time. Got the Rifleman squad engaging the Panther at the close range, and could be able to get some good chain sticky bombs off to finish it off. So he's another sticky bomb there that could potentially finish it off. It gets a destroyed engine crit. Now really cannot move. Being tracked and destroyed engine crit, but still has a gun up going, and this other Panther can stop the Hellcats with advance forward. Do have some ranges out that may have been from off-map combat group. Does have a landmine detonation there as well. Panther holding a line. Something to hold on right there. That could be the Firestorm or 28cm rocket barrage. It is Firestorm. Volksgrenadiers do fall back, and the garrison is set alight. Right here at the point he captured, got 2 Panzer IVs trying to sway them. Another rifle squad trying to advance forward, both on the Grenadiers. Pioneers taking time to salvage these carcasses as well. Oh. Yeah, if you want me to cover our 1v1 next, I'm more than welcome to. Rifle squad advancing forward. Another the carcass still being salvaged, not being interrupted. Grenade has been thrown, and does receive a bit of splash damage there. Grenadiers still could try to pursue these Grenadiers. Has force getting some good damage on in, but the rifle squad hasn't received any good hits from those Panzer IVs. There we go. There's a good hit. And now the rifle squad is falling back. And we got the King Tiger House Boy on the field trying to protect the northern flank. Rifleman squad is trying to eye for the VP game. You have triple capture in favor of the Wehrmacht players. No, wait, no, that's the actually the allies. I think I got the ticket numbers mixed up as well. Nope, the Wehrmacht players have less tickets. The allies have plenty of tickets, but now triple capture against them. I may have been getting that mixed up earlier.
Losing territory.
Sometimes when you're switching back between these players, you get the colors mixed up. Pershing does find a good hit there on the Grenadiers, and the Rifleman squad is advancing forward. Good hit there on the Rifleman from the Panzer IV. Duelist got another bunker here, base in positioning, fly for a repair bunker. Speaking of which, needs to repair the repair bunker. We do have another walking Stuka upgrade, another Warframen upgrade. Good hit there on the Flame Engineers. We do have the Riflemen advancing forward. They're trying to go for a sticky bomb with the Panzer IV. They are successful. It does get damage and crit there. Grenadiers throw a frag grenade, unsuccessful. Riflemen throw a frag grenade, much more successful. Grenadier squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later. That's severely wounded. Only veteran C1 on these Grenadiers as well. May want to eye for some infantry veteran C. Up north, we've got the Volks Grenadiers. Force back the Ranger squad. They may not have, yeah, they did not have the Thompson upgrade. I can see they're down rifles. In fact, the two remaining models have bazookas, means they were passing around the bazookas. Do we have these Hellcats forming up? Do we have another Hellcat and M10 as well? Good is there onto the Riflemen. M10 advancing forward. Screaming for more M10s. Your armor player, you should have nothing but 20 M10s. Main gun destroyed onto the M10. Up here, we do have, looks like the Pershing now supporting the M10s, or Hellcats as well. So 5 Hellcats, 1 Pershing. His teammate has an M2 here, and an M2 being built there. Warfman barrage force back the Rifleman squad here. It looks like this M10 does go down as well. The VP is captured by the Axis players. 88 down. Decrewed, not destroyed. Now we do have veteran C tanks for the Panzer IVs. Let's switch over to the other one. Let's see what veteran C is going for. Just still have 2 Panthers, no additional veteran C, nothing else but the King Tiger 2 Panthers. The armor player does have a 240 munitions, so he has enough for either Allied War Machine or the Allied field repairs. Main gun destroyed there. May want to get one of those abilities turned on now. Forward, we've got the off-my hard shoot there, just trying to make sure that flak 8's good and dead. S4 is getting overran, but it's there. S4 will go down. Allied field repairs have been activated. This entrance severely wounded, main gun destroyed, and there goes the Panzer IV. Panzer's trying to find a shot there on the wounded Hellcat. Handles his splits, fires to the Allied field repairs, getting some great work done. It's almost over there. Some of these Hellcats are quite still wounded. The main one back off at least the wounded one before pushing any further. It's pretty close before Allied War Machine Squad needs another minute's worth of munitions. Panthers and King Tigers trying to engage these M10s. And Sticky Bomb does connect onto that Panther as well. Both these Hellcats can withstand a shot or 2. Pershing rotating around. This Hellcat's the wounded one. Engineers advancing forward. Riflemen advancing forward. And it's trying to burn some of the repair models. This is not the one with damage engine crit. This one's the damage engine crit there. We have another round of Allied field repairs been activated. He's waiting long enough for cooldown, got enough conditions for another Allied field repair. Ain't gonna destroy, or another armor hit there. Destroyed engine crit there. Main gun destroyed there, so that Panther's good and dead. Hellcat does go down. These Grenadiers do not have a Panther strength. Destroyed engine crit there. There goes another Hellcat. Those lose Both Hellcat Panthers go down. King Tiger does receive a sticky bomb there. Damage to crit on the Hellcat. You could perhaps try pursuing it. These forces have Veterancy 2 on the Hellcats, the Veterancy 1 on the Pershing. Pershing being focused down by the King Tiger, allow the Hellcats to flank around, pass on the high ground, and that would be a good spot for them. Rear armor hits there. Pershing does receive a hit there. Maybe the Pershing should stay in front of the King Tiger to keep its armor facing towards it. Got another sticky bomb there. Fully immobilized now. Hellcats have one of them's almost down. Good rear armor hits there. One of them bounced off the rear armor. Civilians fire there, and there goes the King Tiger, getting another Veterancy 2 Hellcat in the mix. Crackman Squad does fall back. Good hits there onto the Pershing. And the Allied armor player does manage to get some good work done. Let's take a quick look, recap of everybody's forces. Armor player has plenty of manpower, good reserve of fuel as well. Infantry player has a good reserve of manpower, plus a signal from another off-map combat group. Does have decent force as well. He does have enough population space for off-map combat group. For the Terror Doctrine, nothing. 2 Pioneers, a Volks Grenadier, all of them severely wounded. And a Pack 38, not a lot of manpower in reserve either. Plenty of fuel, but nothing. For the defensive player, 3 Grenadiers, 1 Vet 3 Panther now, and a Warframe half-track. Not a lot remaining either. Granted, this is a 1000 VP game, so they can trade a lot of time for resources. Grenadiers advancing forward, trying to get some good hits there onto the riflemen. Still only has Veterancy 1 of these Grenadiers as well. Here comes a Calliope Barrage raining on in. It does rain a little bit too far. Though just damaging the carcass there can be quite nice as well. You got triple capture against the Axis players that do have a large reserve of VPs. They could trade a lot of VPs for a lot of manpower. I just realized something. The defensive player has no fuel remaining as well. It looks like they're deciding to back on out. Looks like the Axis players, one of them has backed out. And now the other Wehrmacht player has backed out as well. And that is the end of the replay. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.